Well, this is a problem that was given in NEET 2021. It's about a device called screw gauge who measures the values accurately even for a smaller thickness. Now, see, let's look at the problem. Let's see what is given for you. A screw gauge gives the following readings when used to measure the diameter of a wire. So, how do you measure the diameter of a wire? Is simply we keep a wire here like this and we make these screws tight so that this wire is exactly in between them. That thus we measure the thickness. The thickness itself becomes automatically diameter. That's what we are trying to measure here, right? So while you are using this screw gauge, there are two different kinds of scales in this device. You can see little carefully. One is pitch scale, who is also called like a main scale, and this is the circular scale. This is a circular scale which can be rotated like this, or in the other way, right, clockwise or else an anti-clockwise direction. Now, this it is given that the main scale gives a 0 reading and the circular scale gives some 52 reading. So what is that circular scale reading is, here to this pitch scale, one of the main scale reading is getting coincided. That reading he has given it like 52 divisions as per the given problem. And it is given that further 1 millimeter of the main scale or the pitch scale corresponds to 100 divisions of circular scale. What's the meaning of this? Let's understand little carefully that when you rotate this circular scale forward, that entire circular part moves forward on the pitch scale or main scale. So when you move that circular scale one rotation complete, that circular scale is made into 100 divisions. So when 100 divisions are completed, that advances in pitch scale by 1 unit or 1 millimeter. That was what given for you. Then what is the diameter of the wire? That's the question, right? So the first thing that you need to understand is, how do you find the diameter of the wire? Using this screw gauge. There is a formula to find the diameter of the wire. What's the diameter of the wire is the main scale reading, or which is also called as the pitch scale here, main scale reading plus circular scale reading. I said it was given like the circular scale is having some reading 52. That's circular scale reading multiplied by least count of the device. So the reading of the diameter has two parts. Part 1, main scale reading. Part 2, circular scale reading multiplied by least count, right? It is given that the main scale reading is 0. There is no worries about it. Circular scale reading is also given to you as 52 divisions. So the further what we have to find out is least count to solve this problem. So what is the least count of this device? Let's try to find out. Least count can be found using as the reading of the pitch scale reading of 1 unit, that is pitch of the screw. That means when entire circular scale is moved, how much it moves forward on the pitch scale or main scale, divided by number of circular divisions on the circular scale. Number of circular divisions. It is given in the problem that 1 millimeter of the pitch of the screw, that is 1 millimeter, and the circular scale is having 100 parts. So the least count is 1 by 100 part or 0.01 millimeter. And if you want the answer in centimeter, as all options are in centimeter, that is 0.001 centimeter. Now I know the least count already. I can get the diameter of the wire as main scale reading, that was given as 0 for you in the problem. Circular scale reading, it is given that circular scale coincides after 52 divisions of rotation of a circular scale, that is 52. multiplied by least count. As all options are in centimeters, I shall take the least count value in centimeters and add here, multiply here. That is 0.001 centimeter. So the value of that will be automatically, first part is 0.052 centimeters. So the answer for the problem is the first option itself. No, sorry. It's not the first option. 0.052, that is the fourth option is the right answer. First option is not the right answer. First option is wrong because it is in 0.052 centimeters. So while you are solving this kind of a problems, particularly about device called something like screw gauge, first of all you shall understand that why do you need a screw gauge. If you take any ordinary scale that you use in our classroom, it starts with say 0, then somewhere you will get 1 centimeter. Your classroom scale, you have a small scale which is up to 15 centimeters that we use in a regular classroom. But if you notice, this 1 centimeter is inside further divided into 5. After 5 there is a long line, again there is another 5 parts, that is 10 parts. That centimeter is divided into 10 parts, and each part of that is 0.1 centimeter. That is because it is 10 parts, it was divided by 1. It is found as 1 by 10. That is 0.1 centimeter. That is also 1 millimeter. That is called something like the least count of that. You cannot measure anything less than that. So what we can say the reading is either 1.1 or next it will go to 1.2. If the reading is in between 1.1 and 1.2, like 1.15, using a ordinary scale, you cannot find it out with a normal scale because its least count is limited to only 1 millimeter. So to improve that, say better reading, next we have a device called vernier scale or vernier calipers. It was designed in such a way that 1 millimeter is also further divided into 10 parts, so that you will be able to measure 1 by 10th of the millimeter, that is 0.1 millimeter. That's the least count of the vernier calipers. Now if you want an accuracy, say more than that, we have a device called something like screw gauge. So ordinary scale has a least count of 1 millimeter. Vernier scale is 10 times better with a least count of 0.1 millimeter. And you have clearly noticed that screw gauge is having an accuracy of or else least count of 0.01 millimeter. That is even 10 times better than the vernier scale, or when compared with the ordinary scale, it is 100 times better. So if you want to measure accurately 100 times up to 0.01 millimeter. So with a vernier calipers, you can say reading 1.15, you can measure it. Our next reading that what you measure is 1.16. If it is there somewhere in between, you cannot use vernier calipers. There you need this screw gauge. Here you can measure with the screw gauge what you are saying, like 1.155 you can measure, and next reading will be 1.156. So if you are able to measure that accurately, up to 0.01 millimeter accurately, then that kind of a device is called something like a screw gauge. That's how we need to understand the concept of this problem, right? So to measure the readings in screw gauge, there are two scales. One is called pitch scale or main scale. Other one is a circular scale. And the effect of the circular scale is measured this way, like circular scale reading multiplied by least count. That's how we solve the problem. That's it. And thank you for watching.